Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Wrestling Review. And man, what a show we had tonight on Raw! One of the best episodes of Raw I've seen. I've seen since the Attitude Era. Man, this was a great episode, and the highlight of the episode was definitely the main event, which wasn't a match. It was a confrontation between Cody Rhodes and a man who would come out to interrupt him, and that man is none other than CM Punk. And I'm glad this is how CM Punk was booked here tonight, because I said that CM Punk should be booked like Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I thought, yeah, CM Punk, he needs to be in the main event spot a lot more often if he is to be the next Stone Cold Steve Austin. And man, I was very impressed with this promo. So let's discuss it, and I'll tell you why this promo was superb and excellent and was one of the best pieces of writing I've ever seen in WWE. And that includes the Attitude Era. Yes, this piece of writing was so good, it reminded me of the Attitude Era. And whoever wrote this honestly deserves an Academy Award, a BAFTA Award for creative arts and writing. Because man, this promo, this confrontation between CM Punk and Cody Rhodes was one of the best pieces of writing I've ever seen in all of my history watching WWE or professional wrestling or any form of entertainment in general. So hats off to whoever wrote this segment. And overall, I've been very happy and impressed with the writing so far on WWE Raw on Netflix. So let me explain to you why this segment was so impressive. After CM Punk comes down to the ring, Cody Rhodes says, I don't have a lot of friends, but CM Punk, you're my friend, right? Punk responds, yes, that's why I'm out here. That's why I'm talking to you right now. Punk goes on to say, I promise to always be your friend. He continues, you are the man, Cody, unequivocally on top of the mountain. Then he says, there are no friends when you are champion in WWE. You got a target on your back. Then Cody responds, Punk, last year before the Royal Rumble, you had a prediction that had a lot of truth to it. So tell me, what's next for me? CM Punk answers to Cody that if you make it past Kevin Owens, one of the toughest SOBs in that locker room, somebody's gonna win the Royal Rumble. And they're in the main event of WrestleMania. And when they're on the way up, you're on the way down. And they're going to take that belt from you. And that's the good news. Cody responds, oh, that's the good news? Tell me the bad news. Please tell me the bad news. Punk then responds, that somebody is me. Unlike all these other people, your friends, stabbing you in the back, I'm going to win the Royal Rumble, and I'll see you in the main event of WrestleMania. And because I'm your one true friend, I'm going to stab you from the front. Cody responds, I respect you telling me that. Cody then goes into the history of when he first met CM Punk back in OVW. He goes into the past and how all the younger guys in WWE looked up to CM Punk as he was the champion. He was the chick magnet. Cody Rhodes continues, and then there was that whole 10-year period. A 10-year period where you were at home. You were on your couch. A 10-year period where you were sitting at home, sitting on your couch. We were in the ring, your peers in the locker room. They were chanting your name, and you were still the man, and we were chasing you. But that dynamic shifted. But one thing you were certainly wrong about, our dynamic, our relationship between you and I. That dynamic has completely changed. And you know why? Then he moves real close to CM Punk's face, and he says, I'm not chasing you. You're chasing me. And the crowd erupts in genuine applause, and a type of applause I haven't heard in WWE in quite a long time. And maybe that's because that was one of the most impressive pieces of writing I've ever seen. I mean, that piece of writing was like Hamlet. That was like Shakespeare. That was like King Lear. I mean, man, that was impressive writing, and maybe that's why I heard an applause that I've never heard in WWE ever before. It was like the audience was sitting in a Shakespeare play, The Merchant of Venice, Macbeth. I mean, man, let's continue. I mean, I'm not sure I've heard a line like that since Stone Cold Steve Austin said, Austin 316 says, I just whooped your ass. I mean, that line was iconic by Cody Rhodes. It's not quite as iconic as Austin 316, I whooped your ass, which basically defined the Attitude Era. But let's be frank, nothing is as iconic as Austin 316. I whooped your ass. But that line may define the Netflix era. That line may be the best line I've ever heard in WWE, other than Austin 316. I mean, the last time I heard a line like this was when Shawn Michaels in 2009, before WrestleMania 25, Shawn Michaels said to The Undertaker, you may be 16-0 at WrestleMania, but I am Mr. WrestleMania. From Shawn Michaels, who delivers his lines like a Shakespearean actor, always. Shawn Michaels. And now Cody Rhodes has just said, right up in CM Punk's face, I'll repeat what he just said, because it's almost as good as Austin 316. It's a line which I predict will define the Netflix era. It's, this time, I'm not chasing you, you're chasing me. I'm not chasing you, you're chasing me. I'm not chasing you, you're chasing me. I repeat it 3 times because that line was so good and so impressive that a crowd applauds like they're watching Hamlet. I mean, this line was very impressive and this writing was excellent. So let's continue because it gets good. It stays good from here on. Believe it or not, it stays at a high level of quality writing from here on. Cody Rhodes then continues, and friend, I want you to know, I hope you win the Royal Rumble. I do, because I want you to catch up. Then as Cody turns away out towards the ring, Punk grabs Cody on the shoulder and says, come back here. I wasn't done with you. A lot of men have said that they hope it's me that catches them. But there's a graveyard full of careers that wanted me to catch them, right up until they did. Then Cody reciprocates and grabs Punk by the arm and responds, I wasn't done. Oh, I wasn't done. I want you to win the Royal Rumble, and I hope it's you, because I want to see the look on your face when you find out the best in the world isn't the best in the world anymore. When you find out the best in the world isn't the best in the world anymore. Man, that is impressive writing, and whoever wrote that deserves a bonus. I heard Vince Russo got a $10,000 bonus from Vince McMahon because he was impressed with his work. But whoever wrote that deserves a $1 million bonus. I mean, man, this writing, this promo was excellently written, and I'm not sure how much CM Punk or Cody Rhodes added their own words to that, but man, I have a strong suspicion that this was written by a professional writer, because these two people played off each other perfectly. And I suppose this writing shows that you do not necessarily have to have your stars as charismatic and talented as they are. You don't have to have CM Punk and Cody Rhodes writing their own stuff in order to give your stars good quality work and good quality promos. But man, this promo was excellent. It was superb. And there's a lot to say. There's a lot of ramifications of this promo to talk about. First off, I had a strong suspicion that maybe CM Punk was going to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. I had a strong suspicion that maybe John Cena or maybe Jey Uso or maybe some other WWE superstar, Logan Paul, Seth Rollins, could win the Royal Rumble. I mean, there's numerous stars and numerous contenders who could win the Royal Rumble this year. And that's what I thought before this promo. But now I'm thinking it's almost a lock-in that CM Punk is going to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania after CM Punk wins the Royal Rumble. So this promo is excellent. And I wanted to see CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, but I predicted it would probably happen next year because I think CM Punk has unfinished business with Seth Rollins. But then I thought maybe it's okay to have it this year because when I saw Sami Zayn came out in the main event and had that confrontation with Seth Rollins last week, I thought maybe they're going with a different storyline for Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Maybe they're going Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn. Maybe they go Seth Rollins, John Cena. And I thought maybe John Cena will win the Royal Rumble. But after watching this promo, I think CM Punk's going to win the Royal Rumble. And at this point, they really don't have any choice because anything other than CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania would be a huge disappointment and a huge letdown. And this dynamic, this chemistry between CM Punk and Cody Rhodes is excellent and it's superb. And these two guys aren't exactly opposites. I said that Gunther and Jey Uso storyline was incredible because Gunther and Jey Uso are basically ideological opposites. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes are similar guys. Cody Rhodes looked up to CM Punk. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes have a similar style. Although CM Punk's more of a bad boy, more of an on the edge guy, Cody Rhodes is more of a traditional baby face. So there is a difference between Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. But this feud between Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, if it happens, which I think it surely will, CM Punk may bring a dark side out of Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes may turn heel. Cody Rhodes may have to turn heel. For example, at WrestleMania 2017, spoiler alert if you haven't watched that, but at WrestleMania 17, Stone Cold Steve Austin turned heel. Steve Austin turned heel, but why did he turn heel? The brilliance was Steve Austin turned heel and sided with his arch nemesis, Vince McMahon, because Stone Cold Steve Austin wanted success. He wanted that title so badly that he was willing to side with the devil, Vince McMahon, in order to be victorious against The Rock at WrestleMania. And maybe Cody Rhodes beats CM Punk at WrestleMania, and maybe Cody Rhodes turns heel in the process. Or maybe CM Punk turns heel. Now, I don't think that's such a good idea because CM Punk already has a bad boy anti-hero attitude, so I don't think CM Punk needs to turn heel. But it's possible CM Punk does go full heel as well. But I think WWE should be booked with CM Punk in the main event picture, and I think Cody Rhodes is the perfect foe. I thought maybe Seth Rollins would be a good opponent this year, but it's clear to me that Cody Rhodes is the best opponent for CM Punk right now, and I think CM Punk has to be in that spot and that main event spot at WrestleMania. If you are to book CM Punk, like I said, he should be booked earlier in the month when I said CM Punk should be booked like Stone Cold Steve Austin. And it's been a long time. CM Punk has had great success in the WWE before he left in 2014, over 10 years ago. But CM Punk has never made an event at WrestleMania. He's never been quite booked in the same position as Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I think CM Punk needs to be in that main event if he's to have any shot at resembling a Stone Cold Steve Austin-like figure in WWE. He's got the promo skills. He's got the fan support. He's got the bad boy edge, the bad boy attitude. And CM Punk should be booked like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now you can debate whether CM Punk is ultimately as talented as Stone Cold Steve Austin, but ultimately you need a star in WWE, and CM Punk is the best you got. He's got the anti-hero attitude. And man, CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes, it's the perfect feud to have. It's like Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock. You gotta book this. You gotta book this feud for WrestleMania. And WWE have kind of locked themselves into it at this point, which makes me question the one downside of this promo is this promo is happening shortly before the Royal Rumble, which kind of spoils the Royal Rumble a little bit. Because if it isn't CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, that's gonna be a huge letdown. Of course, CM Punk may lose in the Royal Rumble, but he may win the Elimination Chamber. I mean, the winner of the Royal Rumble may go off to Gunther. Personally, I think, I'll discuss my other Royal Rumble predictions in a later video, which I will release tomorrow. But man, CM Punk is a dead lock-in to win the Royal Rumble at this point, and if he doesn't, it's going to be a huge letdown. So I'll release my other predictions for the Royal Rumble tomorrow, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, if you agree, disagree, or are neutral, let me know in the comments below. See you later.